What's up, Success Team? Dwayne and Lauren here. Happy holidays. And on today's Mindset Monday, we're going to talk about video marketing and specifically some of the awesome things that you see that you might be interested in purchasing. So these are some really cool budget items, and then we'll go up and we'll talk about some of the more expensive stuff. But one of the things to talk about is video marketing.
Yes.
So we want to really get a lot of video footage and, exemplify the social proof that you have, right? So what are some things that we can do on a budget? Like, let's start with the cell phone.
Cell phone. Everybody's got a cell phone. Everybody has a smartphone. So yeah, definitely you'll want to use your cell phone for doing videos, especially when you're getting started. Now, taking it a step up, you want to get something like this. So this item right here, this is actually one of the original ones called a social light. Amazon, though, has created their own version of it. It's literally identical to this one, but it's only like $10, whereas this one's like $30. So Amazon's amazing. All right, so what I really like about this is, so obviously you've got your setting that's up here. You've got your...
Do a little demo.
Okay, yeah, so
nice and bright.
Low, medium, and high. It's all the way up. So if you are, filming a testimonial, cool, clip it this way. You can obviously view whatever you're filming here. But what's really cool is if you're filming a selfie, just flip it over and it does not cover up your camera. So you can just easily, film a selfie.
Yeah,
for
it's
yourself.
pretty awesome. Let me see if I can just clip it on mine and see if there's any
Sure.
difference in footage here. So I'm gonna turn it off.
Okay.
All right, just clipped it on. So we've got Lauren. Let's imagine she's doing a testimonial. We're doing inside a little bit of low light. And
Am I brighter now? Whoa, okay. That's like in my eyeballs.
I don't know if you can see it. It's still a pretty bright room in here.
It is a very bright white room in here, so yeah.
But
if
definitely makes a difference.
Yeah, if you're in like an area where there's not a lot of natural light, like we have a lot of natural light in here, and obviously it's a very bright room, but I know sometimes your space that you're filming in might be a little bit dimmer, so this is definitely awesome to use for sure.
Okay, now what about for audio?
Okay.
So we get asked this question a lot of times, is there a microphone that exists for the smartphone? Specifically, this one's an iPhone, right? So What do we have?
Okay, so one thing to remember is, especially for the ladies don't really like to have a camera directly in their face because they're like, oh my gosh, you're so close to my face. Okay, so, but you want to get clear audio.
Right.
So getting these awesome lav mics are fantastic. Now, something to really pay attention to, and we learned this the hard way. So you have two different types here. So you have your...
Why don't we sit them down on the table?
Oh, okay.
Let me see if I can focus in on them.
Let's see. Can you see them?
There we go.
Okay. So this one over here on the right, this is your TRRS.
TRRS.
Yes. And then this one is just your TRS. So see, this one has the 3 black lines and this only has the 2 black lines. Now, when you are filming with your camera, like if you have a camera like this, it's going to only require a TRS. When you are filming...
Which is how many lines?
That's only 2 lines.
Okay.
When you are filming with your smartphone, most of them, so again, when you're filming with your smartphone, will require you to have the TRRS. So if you're not sure, which is 3 lines, 3 lines. So before you go to purchase one, I know iPhones, like my iPhone requires me to have the TRRS. Now this is of course the iPhone 7. When we get some newer ones, who knows what they'll actually require. So just make sure that you do your research before you go to purchase it, because that's a very smart thing to do.
Okay. Now, let's move up to a little bit of a higher budget camera. So this is the new Hero Black 7, and it is pretty incredible. The thing that I love about it is it has an image stabilization feature, which allows you to have the first person video. So, like how I'm doing first person right now, right? It doesn't get shaky. You can literally move around. You can wear it at an event. You can get some incredible B-roll footage. You can do testimonials with it, time lapse, all kinds of stuff. And you can even take photos with this one. So really cool. Comes with a variety of mounts and cases. I definitely think you should check this out if you're into doing that type of videoing. And it's great for action shots. This one was around $399. What's cool about it is there's also an app that connects the phone with the Hero 7 Black. Wi-Fi enabled, it syncs up so that you can actually see what the camera sees through your phone.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome. Okay, so a step up from that is going to be this bad boy right here. What exactly is that one?
Okay.
Why is it awesome?
Okay, so this is your well, first of all, I love Canon. They just, to me, they're the most user-friendly, and they capture really amazing footage. So originally I started off with the T5i, and now I moved on up to the 80D. So that's 80 and then the letter D as in dog.
80D.
80D.
Cool.
So it's really cool. The lens that I have on this is a 10x18. Now, the reason why I go with the 10x18 for pretty much all of my footage is it gets a broad spectrum. So if I'm gonna do even a selfie, for me, I can literally go like this, and it's gonna capture me, it's gonna capture the back. Like it's not just going to be like where you have a smaller frame and you're like this.
Yeah.
And you get like your nose or like your eyeball.
No, you bring up a good point, because in 2019, everything is going to be about video marketing. And of course, you know, we're always doing selfie videos with our phones, which are great. And the phones have awesome cameras.
They do. They really do.
But the quality, the difference between something like this and that is just...
It's night and day.
Phenomenal.
Yeah, it's really great. And when you are able to film it like a selfie, you are still getting that level of authenticity that people are looking for.
Yeah.
So it's definitely a really, really great product.
Now, one thing that they can add to that camera, which we see sitting here,
yes,
is this stand. Let's talk about the stand, why it's great, because you can even hold it at the very bottom,
yes,
connect your camera to it, and then you have a little bit longer of a reach, almost like a selfie stick.
Correct, yeah.
Right?
Yep.
So
Okay.
why is this one awesome?
All right, so this thing is really cool. Not only obviously you have it like a tripod like this, but these legs here bend, so you can like hook it to stuff. If you want to hang it to like, I don't know, like a mirror or a wall or something and get like a different angle, it's pretty cool. But again, talking about in selfie mode, you can clip it right to the top and literally just hold it out like this, and it'll make you feel a little bit more secure whenever you are filming with an expensive camera like this, with putting it on top of here just to make sure that everything stays nice and safe. And then of course, obviously you can just stand it upright if you need to. This moves around, so even if it's not completely centered, you can make that adjustment for yourself.
Awesome. Okay, now one of the things that we've learned the hard way, and I remember when we got the first DSLR Canon, which was the T5i?
Yes, sir. That's correct.
Was the microphone.
Yes.
The microphone sucked. It was absolutely horrible.
Yeah.
So in our mastermind, we met a guy named Chris Record who does a lot of video work, and he is, you know, he's like, guys, you got to get this camera, you have to get the stand, you have to get this microphone.
Yes.
Why that particular microphone?
Okay.
Why the Rode?
So this is absolutely fantastic. Out of all the items that are on here, this is like my best friend.
And that's considered a shotgun mic?
This is a shotgun mic. Okay, so earlier we talked about the TRRS versus the TRS. So this one has the two lines, which makes it a TRS, which connects directly to your camera.
So it's not going to connect to a phone.
It's not going to connect to a phone.
That is going to connect to the
camera.
camera.
This is going to connect to
Excellent.
the camera. So I want to point that out right away. The reason why I love this though is with pretty much any camera that you're filming from, unless it's strictly a camcorder, there's going to be a slight pop and like a hum sound
to the audio, right?
To the audio. It's really weird. It's really annoying, and like you can.
And it is a common documented problem.
Correct. So this is great because it actually cuts that out. It cuts out not only that sound, but it cuts out the background sound. And it is in this like little spring thing that's here.
Kind of move it over just a little bit.
Which way?
It's kind of blending in with your shirt.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, right there.
Like this?
Yeah, yeah, there we go.
Okay. So this is meant to move for the purpose of whenever you're holding your camera, naturally you're gonna move. Well, the original model did not have this here, so you got a lot of like the sound of like this bumping into the camera. So that's been completely taken care of. But I would say probably my favorite part of this, because again, learning the hard way.
Learning the hard way also means wasting time and spending thousands of dollars that we didn't need to spend, which is why we're filming this video for you guys, so you can save money. We want you to save money.
Okay, so we would turn on our microphone, plug it in here, and then I would turn off the camera and forget to turn off the microphone. So then I would pick up my camera again to go and record, and this would be dead, and I wouldn't know that it wasn't recording any of the audio. So then we would get back footage and go,
the audio is horrible.
Okay, so we have footage, like we can visually see it, but where's the audio? Either it would be non-existent or it was just garbage, and it was because the battery would die in this. Now this, once you plug it in and you hit that power button, it's going to sync up with your camera. So when you go to turn off your camera, your microphone turns off too.
So it saves the battery.
Saves the battery.
And then it turns back on, right?
And it will turn back on when you go to turn your camera back on
now,
again.
One thing that I love about that one is it blocks out the sound, like the ambient sound and the background sound.
Correct.
So if it's just like us talking, or if I'm doing like a marketing video or a promo, you only hear my voice.
Correct.
Even if it's a windy day, we could be out in public, we could be at a Starbucks, anywhere. And we're filming these videos right now, and it's like, this is a home run. I couldn't believe the difference in quality. I mean, this is top tier professional stuff.
Yeah, oh yeah,
right?
for sure.
So we have, kind of the lower budget. Everybody has a smartphone already, so just kind of clip that on. You can get the lapel mic.
Yep.
Remember, for the phones, you typically want the one that has the 3 rings.
Correct, the 3 ring on it.
See if I can zoom back in. So the 3 rings right there, you can see 1, 2, 3, right?
But again, do your research, make sure that it is in fact compatible with your phone, but that's usually pretty standard.
Yeah, absolutely. So one other item on this table that we haven't really chatted about is this. This is, what, a digital recorder?
Correct, yeah.
Okay.
So this is the Zoom. It's an H4n. So, whenever we are doing our coaching calls and we're doing the recordings, we're not recording that through our phone. We're actually recording it through this. So this is great. Again, just like with the Rode, it cuts out the background sounds. It has that like studio sound, like you're in like a sound booth at like, a radio station.
Yeah,
so
I mean, it's a huge difference.
It is definitely a huge difference. So I do love using this. The cool thing with this is you can actually plug in like microphones to these if you want to. There's ports that are here. There's even one that's back here for a microphone. And then of course, if you want to listen to it, or have somebody else listen to it as you're recording, you've got an outline right here so that you can of course take a look at it that way.
So if they want to find this one, what is this one called?
That is the Zoom.
Okay, so it's a Zoom digital recorder, H4n.
Correct, that's the model.
The handy recorder, H4n, so you can see that right there.
Yep, so Zoom does make a variety of different recorders. I just personally like this one. Again, it's the most user-friendly, and to me, it really has the best quality.
Yeah, what's really cool about that too is, you can do a really cool voiceover. So if you're doing videos of just like B-roll footage in your business, you can literally have that and you can record your voiceover as you're watching that video.
Yes.
And then you can just overlay it in the editing process, and then you've got an awesome marketing video ready to rock.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, thanks for sharing all this awesome stuff. And these are things that we use. We use this for testimonials and all types of footage at events, everything. So definitely check this stuff out. If you have any questions, let us know. We're always happy to help. And one other thing that I would say is, having amazing audio actually is better than the footage itself in many cases.
Yes.
So you want to make sure that you invest in a microphone, and that's the best way to do it right there. All right. We'll talk to you guys soon.
Take care.